Talked about the men all night. Now it's time to talk about the women. The WNBA season kicked off this past week. All right, in this matchup, it was the next page, the next chapter of this Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese saga. All right, in a game where the Fever dominated the Chicago Sky, it wasn't close. It was a blowout. The final score was not the takeaway from this game. It was actually the flagrant foul Caitlin Clark got on Angel Reese during this matchup. Obviously, Angel Reese did not like that. Got into Caitlin Clark's face. Was looking essentially starting an altercation. There were also indications of potential racist comments made from the crowds in Indiana. I don't know about y'all. I'm sorry. I don't know about y'all. I'm quite frankly tired of talking about this question mainly because there are a lot of people that do not make this a basketball thing. When it pertains to the WNBA discourse now, a lot of people do not make it simply a basketball thing. I don't know if that's more toxic than the NBA because we all know NBA Twitter and NBA social media as a whole gets very, very toxic at points. I think what makes WNBA discourse more toxic is the fact that they do not keep it about basketball. All right. When it pertains to someone like Angel Reese and this alleged obsession people think she has with Caitlin Clark, this is someone that has quite literally tried to move on from this situation multiple times. I think both of these players have tried to move on from this situation multiple times, and we keep circling back to it. All right. We keep circling back to, oh, Angel Reese actually hates Caitlin Clark, or oh, Caitlin Clark is actually racist. What have we come to? What have we come to? I just saw Caitlin Clark have a 30-point triple double or a triple double. I think it was a 20 or 30-point triple double to start the season. He may potentially finish as MVP this year. Angel Reese, double double machine. She finished with 17 and 12 that game. I didn't hear not one person talk about it. I don't want to think anything about these two hating each other because when we look back at both of them, when their careers are all said and done in another 10, 15 years, we're all going to look back at this discourse that we had about them early in our careers and be like, what the fuck were we talking about? All right. There's going to be a lot of people that make this a racing, that make this oh, a hate sort of thing. And there, trust me, there's weirdos on both sides. I'm looking at you, Dave Fournier, or the Barstool Predator. You know who you are. I'm looking at you. But man, I'm frankly sick and tired of talking about two excellent players who are clearly competitors and emotions clearly get the best of them because they are both ultra competitive players. For all the women, especially the black women. Yes, I'm gonna call y'all out on this one, especially the black women that think that this is more than what it is. It's not. It's not. This is how the game has been. This is how the game is now. This is how the game of basketball always will be. Is a competitive sport. And sometimes emotions get the best of players. It happens with the men, it happens with the women. In this case, this past Sunday, it happened with the woman. It happened with Angel Reese. She was a bit upset because it was a very tough basketball play. They both came out in a minute after the game. That was a basketball play on Caitlin Clark's part. That's why she didn't react initially. All right. It's the reason Angel reacted, though. Emotions get high. It's what happens. This nothing will come from this. The only thing that will come from this more is the more allegations on both sides. This feud, rivalry, whatever you want to call it, is not rivalry. It is a fixation from the media, and the media controls all. It is brainwashing all into thinking these two hate each other. It couldn't be further from the case. Bam.
PC, you said it perfectly. Um, I don't, I think that there's definitely racism, but that's from the fans pushing that type of division because anybody that really watches understands that this is basketball. It would be different if the two ladies hated each other, but they have came out on multiple occasions and say, we do not hate each other. We are competitors. We are ultimate competitors. It's going to get charged up. Anybody that plays sports understands. When it's like that, when y'all have been competing, and they've been competing since high school, it's it's going sparks gonna fly. There isn't any, you know, and I would be the first to say it if I felt like, okay, they trying to push this girl more because she no, she's not getting pushed because she's white. She's getting pushed because she can fucking hoop. She is probably one of the best. When it's all said and done, she will be top five, top 10 in the WNBA at all time. That's how good she is. Um, it really just sickens me because fans just push this divisive racist rhetoric, and it's not that. There are times when it is that when it comes to other things. This is not one of those things, man. Um, PC said it. They both came out after the game and said it was a basketball play. Angel admitted ref made the right call or overreacted. It happens. It happens. So for me to see this as a damn ESPN segment for 2 days straight, Ryan Clark and RG3 going at it over it, it's just like, come on, man, what are we doing? Like, we're not talking about them really hooping. We're not talking about the game Caitlin had. We talking more about a foul. And it's like it sucks because if you really look at the state of the WNBA, like players wise, skill wise, it's at one of the best injunctions it's been at it for a while, and nobody is really talking about it. They just focus on this bullshit about racism. It's like, come on, man, they really hooping. Nobody wants to pay attention to it. So something got to change. Media, the way media covers the WNBA and these two in specifically has to change, and fans just have to realize, bro, this is basketball. This is hoops. Pay attention to the game before it's gone.
Gee,
Yeah, you like Ben said, man. Like the WNBA, like the way the media is covering, talking about this foul and making a big deal about certain things, really, like I feel like these are just two competitors, playing basketball at the highest level. Like people are making it bigger than what it is, really, in the bigger picture, really. And like Caitlin's game should be talked about a lot, man, because we're talking about they're talking about the foul, like Ben said, RG3 and Ryan Clark. I was seeing, I saw that earlier, and I couldn't believe it, man. Like the media needs to be better, man. Like the media is just they just find different things, different angles, instead of talking about like hoops, talking about like let's just say like in each sport. Let's talk about football. Let's talk about basketball. Like inside the game, basically within the game, instead of making a big deal out of these fouls, like this foul and everything, making it like uncomfortable because when you look at the way is talked about these last 2 days, it's just uncomfortable, man. Like, why not just talk about hoops, man? Like, really, like talk about Caitlin's game. Like, I just don't understand, man. Like, the media needs to be better. Same thing with the WNBA media. Like, if you want people to watch the WNBA to get to learn the game, actually teach us, like the game instead of making a big deal, really, of a foul, man. Like, I just don't understand, man. It's frustrating.
the main discourse that I should be seeing when it pertains to WNBA media is do not make this about Caitlin Clark versus Angel Reese. All right, we need to be talking about the actual important issues. All right, we need to talk about the players actually getting paid the right amounts. We need to talk about players not getting waived after they immediately get drafted. We need to talk about players that are quite literally way better than what they've been given because they end up getting waived anyway. All right, someone like a Deja Kelly getting waived by the Aces, and there's been no discourse about that. That's not what generates clicks. And for the media, they need to be better. All right, this era of rage bait and generating clicks in order to get the right amount of views in order to blow up and potentially build on what you got. It's not sustainable. It's not sustainable because it's not something that most people, when they push out this content, even stand for in the first place. Um, so I'm hoping that what comes from this is just more eyes on the product itself, more eyes on WNBA, and more eyes on what makes the dub so great to see. That the men have been the players, I should say, in the NBA have been seeing for so long. So that these women are talented as fuck, man. And it's time that a lot of people like start to acknowledge that. All right. Forget the idea that all the players won't be able to handle this criticism. They'll be able to handle it. They are basketball players just like us. Just like everybody on this call, just like most people that criticize the game each day and every night. All right. But yet we've somehow come to talks about is Caitlin Clark racist all of a sudden. I don't get it. I don't get it.